Parents face £130 fine for driving their children to school under a new pilot scheme. Parents face £130 fine for driving their child to school under a new pilot scheme aimed to improve road safety and crack down on pollution.
No, it's not. It's about keeping you off the roads. I've been telling you this long enough. You let this go, because this is what they do. They'll introduce it. It's just for schools. That's all it's for. And then, when you've allowed them to get away with that, they'll introduce it for something else outside anywhere they like, or any road they like. It doesn't matter. You let them get away with this. It's the end of your travelling in a motor vehicle, or forever.
If you drive your children to school, then you could be forced to pay a fine under the new initiative.
Still think you live in a free society, do you? You think you're free? When they're going to force you, you don't get a choice. They're going to force you to pay the fine. And of course, promises of fines or forfeitures before being taken to court are illegal and void. But you've let them get away with it so long, they're going to continue to do it until we all stand up. We need to sack the councils, sack the government. We could do a hell of a lot better job by ourselves.
Multiple fines are being introduced for cars around schools across the UK in a bid to lower pollution, improve safety and reduce congestion.
There they go, telling the old lie. It's about safety and reduce congestion. No, it's not. It's about robbing you blind and stopping you from being allowed to travel on the highway that you've been travelling on all your life. Their plan is to stop you travelling, full stop.
Croydon, London is the latest to impose these school-run restrictions on drivers and parents. These restrictions are also part of a larger scheme to encourage more families to walk or cycle to school.
Now do you see why we've got so many cycle paths springing up everywhere? They want it like China. They want you on a push bike and not in a motor car, van, bus, whatever. They don't want you on the roads.
From September, approach roads to the 3 primary schools in Croydon will become pedestrianised zones over a trial period of 6 months.
And there you go, again with the New World Order agenda. Pedestrianised zones. They like to keep everyone in zones because they want to put us all away in little boxes so we're easy to find and control. And when the extermination squads come round, they know exactly where you are. And all you lot on Snapchat and shit like that, that's face recognition software that you're giving them, so they're going to know exactly who you are and where you are. That's another reason for all the cameras, so they know they can pick you out in a crowd, no problem. And then the heavies can come down, grab you and take you away and have you exterminated.
These zones will be in operation for between 90 minutes and 2 hours daily before and after the school, when the volume of vehicles in the area are at their peak. Certain exemptions will be made for teachers, residents and visitors to the school as long as a free advanced access permit has been applied for.
Hey, don't worry though, don't worry. As long as you've applied in advance for your permit to be permitted to do something that no one else can do, almost seems like one rule for one and we'll just totally ignore it. Because we've got a permit by those who you think are in charge because you're letting them.
The restrictions will be enforced by the council's automatic number plate recognition cameras.
And there you go, number plate recognition. This is why you see these signs in like Asda, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, wherever, saying the ANPR operates in this area. That's to get you used to seeing this. So when they bring it out like at these schools and that, it's just the same thing. Don't worry. Even though in like Morrison's, Asda and all that, they don't work anyway. It's just normal cameras, but they want you indoctrinated into believing they work.
We're doing lots to make Croydon's roads less polluted, less congested and more pedestrian friendly.
And there you go. It's for your benefit, to make it more friendly. Nothing to do with controlling you. Nothing to do with thieving off you. Nothing to do with stealing off you. Nothing to do with keeping you off the roads. It's for your benefit. So you do as you're told.
Stuart King, Croydon's Cabinet Member for Transport and Environment. drivers caught will be forced to pay 130, reduced to 65 if this is paid within a fortnight.
So don't get caught. Leave your mouth open. But because if you do, you're going to be forced. No, it says, "Go, can you pay up?" But no, we're going to force you, and if you ignore us, we'll do exactly what we do with the parking tickets. Even though they're unlawful and unenforceable, we'll take it to the fake bulk centre, where we'll get a fake warrant of execution, and then we'll send bailiffs round to steal your property, and if you've got a car, we'll clamp that, even though we're not allowed to, but we'll do it anyway, because, hey, you're letting us. We work for you. We're your servant, don't forget.
Stuart King, Croydon's Cabinet Member for Transport and Environment, said to the Evening Standard, "We're doing lots to make Croydon's roads less polluted, less congested and more pedestrian friendly. And this school-run pilot is another way of achieving this."
No, it's not. It's simply about indoctrinating you into doing as you're told, and if you don't, we're going to steal from you. Even though the Bill of Rights Act 1689 quite clearly states they can't do it, they just do it anyway.
We want to make Croydon a healthier and safer place for all our residents, especially for youngsters. So I urge you, as many people as possible in these pilot areas, to get out of their cars and walk their children to school.
There you go again, it's for your benefit, and it'll make you healthy, and it's nothing to do with indoctrinating you into doing as you're told. Nothing at all.
The schools to trial the schemes are Woodcote in Culdeston and Heavers Farm in St Jad's, Selhurst. Appropriate signs will be put in place to warn drivers, and parents were sent letters last week announcing the plan. Air pollution is currently at its legal levels in 90% of urban areas and contributes to 40,000 premature deaths each year in the UK.
And there you have the scare tactic. 40,000 die, blah, blah, blah. What a crock of shit. Do any of you believe this shit anymore?
Earlier this year, a school street initiative was introduced in Hackney which encouraged pupils to walk or cycle to school, and also it imposed a £130 fine for parents driving their kids to school.
You remember that they're our servants, right? Because that's what you're led to believe. Although if you're stupid enough to believe that, you deserve everything you get. Our servants are imposing a £130 fine on you because they can. Not that you've done anything wrong. Oh wait, you were travelling in your conveyance, private conveyance. We don't want that. We don't want anyone travelling. No. We want you all locked down in your little boxes so you're easier to exterminate.
Eagate Primary School, East London, also imposed 100 fixed penalty notice fines to parents who persist on stopping outside the school.
When did a school become a court? How can a school impose a fixed penalty notice on you? Quite simply, they can't lawfully. But then again, you lot let them get away with it all the time. So they're going to keep doing it.
Repeat offenders could face up to £1,000 in fines.
And don't you dare become a repeat offender, because if you do, we'll raise the fine to £1,000, just like we do with when you don't want the voters registered, just like we do with when you don't pay your TV licence or tell them you don't need it, because no one needs it. Nobody should be watching that brainwashing bullshit that is on the TV. But hey, you let them do what they like.
Council chiefs in Waltham Forest, East London, introduced a fine for parents who didn't switch off their engines while parked outside school in a bid to reduce pollution.
And there you go. It's not about robbing you. Where could you possibly have got that idea from? It's about reducing pollution. Oh, wait a minute. I think I've got it. I've sorted it. You've got nothing to worry about. We can sort the pollution problem out in one fell swoop. Stop spraying chemicals in the upper atmosphere, poisoning us, the plants and the animals. And we'll be all sorted then, won't we? Once you lot are all locked up, of course.